my channel. Welcome to my first original tag. Y'all are even more excited about the Booktuber Recognition Awards than I am. Thank you so much for all the love and support you've provided over the last few weeks. It has truly been a wild ride. This is the Booktuber Recognition Tag. It's a great way to shout out booktubers and help them reach their end of the year goals. But it's also a way to recognize the hard labor we've put into our channels this year and to discover new creators that you can follow into 2019. That's enough intro, let's just get right into the Booktuber shoutouts. NEOTERIC NEWBIE, name a newcomer that you adore. I'm going to shout out Kevin from Storyglyph. Kevin is one of the most entertaining and captivating booktubers on this platform. He holds my attention so well on screen. I can't believe that he's only been here since April. He does tags, single reviews, read-alongs, wrap-ups. I've only recently found his channel and he quickly became a new fave. Normally it's really difficult for me to bond to a new booktuber, but it was so easy with him. I grin every time that he messages me, and it might have something to do with the fact that he looks like this. Oh la la. Most importantly, Kevin is one of the most genuine human beings ever, and you should really check him out. Prompt number 2 is to name a booktuber who has spectacular skits. For that, I am picking Mia from Select Pages. While Mia produces excellent skits, she also has phenomenal discussions, and I love her tag posts. Not only is she supportive and interactive in the community of her personal life, I feel like she's one of the most transparent creators we have on this platform. And for me, she communicates a sense of vulnerability in her discussion videos better than anyone. Next up is Magnificent Makeup. Name a booktuber with stunning facial art. For this, I'm going to shout out 2 booktubers. The first, who is Zafina from Psycho Nyx. Not only does she make beautiful illustrative draw and discuss videos, but she also does stunning makeup looks. We also have Cody from Cody's Book Corner, who is constantly serving looks. She makes fantastic vlogs. I'm nominating her for this look alone. Name a booktuber with lovable locks. It would be absolutely criminal to not mention Nicole from A Beautiful Chaos of Books. Not only do I love her beautiful red hair with bangs, but her channel is full of awesome aesthetics and horror, which BookTube needs much more of. But I would like to give the biggest shout out to Olivia from iLivy for Books. Okay, it goes without saying that Olivia has some seriously enviable curls, but her content and creativity are off the charts. Her book-defacing videos are stunning, and she makes consistently creative content. She makes bookish videos where she also styles her hair, and those videos in particular mean the absolute world to me. As a biracial kid, my hair was a nightmare growing up. I neither had my mother's beautiful waves or my father's thick, dense afro. On the flip side, natural hair helps Black people bond and connect with one another. There is a shared history, a mutual struggle, the echo of our ancestors wound up in our tight locks. Natural hair is a symbol of power and garners respect within Black culture because it indicates that you honor who you are as a Black individual. My relationship with my hair is complicated. I want so badly to chop it off, but I can never bring myself to do so. My hair, my nose, my skin tone, these are all indicators of the blood of my ancestors that I carry within me. It shows that they are still here. Next, we have Content Champion. Shout out a booktuber with high quality videos. Without question, I'm going to be shouting out Jess from Jess Reads Books. God, my shirt is wrinkly. Woo. Her videos are wonderful, and her vlogs make me feel as if I'm sitting right next to her. The content that she produces wows me every time, and I will never understand how she's able to balance being chatty with providing expository information on her current reads. She's also very active on Instagram, and her Instagram stories and page are absolutely phenomenal. Her channel is the definition of supreme excellence. I run to my phone or my laptop whenever she posts a video. I always prioritize her content because it's so freaking good. I would watch it over my favorite TV show any day. Next up is Incredible International. Shout out a booktuber who does not live in the United States. The first booktuber I would like to shout out is A Morose Reader. Emma is a lovely French booktuber who has a channel that is absolutely cinematic. Every time I watch one of her videos, I feel like I'm in a Jean-Pierre Jeunet film. I also have to shout out Francis from Books Under Covers. I love how bubbly this Portuguese booktuber is, and I definitely need to watch more male booktubers. His content is really enjoyable. And finally, I'm going to give my biggest shout out to Sadie from The Artisan Geek. Quite frankly, it seems unfair that I have to produce content on the same website as Sadie, because I feel like her videos blow mine completely out of the water. She is consistently fashionable, eloquent, and creative. I I also love that Sadie is really diligent and puts great thought into her videos, down to her outfit selection. Her channel is vastly underrated and you would do yourself a great favor by subscribing to it. Next up, we have Vlogging Vixen. Shout out a booktuber who makes great vlogs. Chelsea Doling could vlog herself reading the backs of cereal boxes and I would still slide down a banister of razor blades to get to them. Chelsea is so beautiful and the positive energy from her vlogs just washes over my dark, disgusting soul and is purifying me from within.
Help me! I'm feeling.
I low-key hate it. And next we have super supporter, name a booktuber who continuously uplifts other booktubers. The first I'm going to be shouting out is Talia from Bookish Paradise. I feel like she's the friend who could be white girl wasted and would still text you to make sure that you had gotten home safe. Like, she's that person. Her energy feels like home to me, and I think that she's one of BookTube's most underrated creators. I feel the same way about Brandy, who runs Brandy's Books. Brandy is that person who will constantly watch your content and comment on your videos. She has definitely become a friend, and I would really love to see her subscriber count balloon. The last person I want to shout out is Ari from RK Gold, who is the comment and watch king. He will watch your YouTube videos. He will have your back on Instagram. He's just a really supportive person in general. He's constantly shouting out other booktubers. He does it as a relatively small booktuber because so many people who are very tiny feel like they don't have the power to shout others out. And, you know, he does it anyway because he truly believes in uplifting other people. Wow, I can't count. I said that Ari was the last one, and he's definitely not. The last person that I want to shout out, my biggest shout out actually, goes to Paul from Paul Reads. Paul is another underrated booktuber. He does shout outs on his channel every single Sunday, and every week he makes videos talking about the readathons that are going on. And these videos are so detailed. If you're one of those people who enjoys my BookTube news videos where I talk about the readathons and the events that are coming up in the community, you should definitely subscribe to Paul because he makes videos like that every single week. I didn't know that he was making those videos before I started my series, but honestly, I think that he blows mine out of the water. They're so much more in depth and he does them more frequently. Next up, we have Prominent Presence. Shout out a booktuber who always captures your attention. Without question, this is going to be Haley from Haley's Book Nook. I have no idea. It baffles me beyond belief that Haley only has 400 subscribers. I am glued to the screen whenever she's on it. She is such a gifted orator, and her use of style combined with a natural commanding presence pulls me into each of her videos. I could listen to Haley's voice all day, and her features are absolutely striking. Next up is Fantastically Funny. Shout out a booktuber who always makes you laugh. I'm gonna be shouting out 2 booktubers for this category. The first is definitely going to be Ali Corbert for her dry, self-deprecating humor. She always looks amazing. Flawless hair, makeup, outfit selection. I only recently discovered her because many people were shouting her out for my Booktuber Recognition Awards. I'm so excited that I checked out her channel. Now, if I want laugh out loud funny, I go to Sajid. I can never watch his videos in public because they're fucking hilarious, and I will always laugh out loud and get stared at each and every time. If I could nominate any booktuber for a reality TV show, it would be Sajid, and he spills some hot tea.
Nobody tagged me to do it, but you know, a bitch does what she wants.
Next up, we have Awesome Aesthetics. Name a booktuber who has a stunning visual platform. Honestly, I think that Kimberly Ann has some of the best thumbnails and headlines on YouTube. They are crisp, attention-getting, and perfectly convey the topic of the video. Next, we have Innovation and Creation. Name a booktuber who breaks the mold. This is another booktuber I discovered as a result of the BookTube Recognition Awards, and that is Jess from Velicore's Books. She has these book defacing videos where she puts on the most ethereal, mesmerizing music and draws elaborate masterpieces on the front and backs of books. I think that's a bold and innovative move, especially because so many people have hard feelings about doing anything to books. Also, her camera presence is spot on. The next booktuber I would like to shout out is Sophie from Sophisticated Books. Y'all, Sophie is in possession of some of the most creative content on BookTube, and she is the queen of wrap-ups. I can always count on Sophie to expertly elucidate the plot of a story, including the character weaknesses and motivations. She is a highly talented speaker, but the visuals of her channel and Instagram blow me away every time. Next up, we have Readathon of the Year. I've only participated in 2 readathons thus far, and I loved them both. The readathon I would like to shout out is Spookathon by Books and Lala, Peter Likes Books, and Bookerly. I've always loved horror, and I don't think it's discussed enough on Booktube, and I value this readathon because it helped me reconnect with my spooky side. As a Black and Mexican kid, I was constantly teased for my love of alternative music, fashion, and the terrifying. Spookathon was a great way for me to nerd out over scary things and bond with others who felt the same and know that I wouldn't be judged for doing so. Next up is Nice Nonfiction. Name a booktuber who reads and reviews nonfiction books. Justin from Ghost Reader makes history videos that I live for. It brings me back to high school because history was one of my favorite subjects. I love all the information that he packs into these videos, and he talks about some truly interesting topics. Justin is also like 4 subs away from 1,000, so I think you know what to do. I'd also love to shout out Amy from Amy Gets Lit for her Learn and Inform series. Amy takes controversial topics and makes informative videos out of them that I really enjoy. There's only 2 left. I don't want it to end. We have come upon Dynamic Duo. Name a channel that is run by 2 or more booktubers. I'm gonna shout out Megan and Sue who run Spine Breakers. I love that their videos are so giggly and casual. They drink beer the entire time and they talk about a lot of thrillers. They also have great makeup and discover some spooky TV shows, pop culture things. It makes me really sad that we're on our last category, but I'm very happy to be shouting out this particular booktuber, and that is The Princess from Castle Library. She is not afraid to tell the truth publicly and privately or to advocate for someone when they need it. Princess spills hot tea in a way that is precise but never mean. Don't get me wrong, I love me some scalding tea, but there are a time and a place for that. I can also trust that when she speaks out, it is because it is right to do so. Her social justice is never performative or used for the purpose of garnering attention. Princess also just has one of the truly greatest hearts. She started her channel this year, and I can't wait to watch it grow. I really hope you found some new creators and got to recognize some beloved ones. The links to everyone shouted out are in the description box below. I've already tagged a group of folks to do this tag on Twitter, but the more the merrier. Honestly, the more people who do this tag, the better, because I want to see everybody shouted out on Booktube. Originally, you had until the 15th of December to nominate any booktubers that you would like for the Booktuber Recognition Awards, and I'm moving that date to the 20th because I would like to see some other people do this tag this week or early next week so that we can make more nominations and get more people shouted out before we have to vote on the final 4 nominees. Most people have been voting on Twitter, but if you're not comfortable with that platform, feel free to submit your votes by commenting below, or if you want to do so privately, you can send me an email. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new here and enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. I would absolutely love it if you did. Stay sharp. I will see you in my next video.